Bleach is back, at least in the gaming world. So Bleach has been pretty much, dead in the gaming world. I know we have Brave Souls, and I know we're getting, this new Soul Resonance game that looks pretty good visually, looks pretty dope. Obviously, there's a lot of cool things in it, there's a lot of cool visuals and stuff like that. So, this game does look pretty nice, but I'm talking about a full-fledged console game. Bleach hasn't had a console game in over a decade. The last console game for Bleach was called Bleach Soul Ignition. A lot of you probably remember it if you're Bleach fans. It was a pretty fun, I want to say like Pirate Warriors or Dynasty Warriors type of game, but it was obviously it was on the PS3, so like the amount of enemies weren't as insane as it is now, where you get like thousands or hundreds of enemy on your screen. Obviously, it was a lot more limited, but it was kind of a Muso style game, right? And you could play as different characters. You could qualify Ichigo, Grimmjow, and all that stuff. But, that's the last console game that we got. After that, we had probably a couple of other games in I think Nintendo, and also the PSP had Hito Soul and all that stuff. But aside from that, the main game that I feel like has been carrying Bleach on its back since Bleach has been on hiatus has been not only then Bleach Brave Souls, the mobile game. Now, mobile games, obviously, in the anime community, we have a love-hate relationship with them because a lot of them are gacha games, Bleach Brave Souls included. You have games like Dokkan and all that stuff as well. But, Brave Souls has basically covered everything in the world of Bleach. I'm not like just talking about the end, like the manga material. I'm talking about even the novels, like with Can't Fear Your Own World and all that stuff, with all these spin-offs that one would hope would probably get an anime, either a movie or adaptation one day. They're pretty cool stories where they expound upon all the other side characters a little bit more, as opposed to just being about Ichigo and all that stuff. So that's really cool that Bleach Brave Souls did all that stuff. They even dubbed the Thousand Year Blood War characters before the anime even came back. Ichigo himself, Rukia, Renji, and Aizen have also been in Jump Force with their Thousand Year Blood War, iterations of them. So it was cool to see them like all in these other media, but where's the Bleach game? Where's the Bleach console game? And I guess we found it. So according to Kurakasius here on Twitter, they say that Shueisha Inc. in Europe filed for a trademark Bleach Rebirth of Souls. So what they go on to say here, which obviously you can read it here yourself, is that the classification and trademark of Rebirth of Souls is the same as Sparking Zero, One Piece Odyssey, and many others. Now they compare it to Brave Souls because Brave Souls also has the same nice classification, but that might be because later on it was also ported, for the PC and for consoles, or for PS4. But here, what's different also is the basis and the trademark status, IR accepted and IR. So as opposed to these three, which is Rebirth of Souls, which is obviously EUTM, this one's EUTM, and then this one's also EUTM, with all four having 941 classes. So again, I'm not a master at trademarking. I don't know what all of this entirely means, but I can see and put two and two together that one thing is different from the other, right? So according to this person, it is likely that this is a Bleach console game called Rebirth of Souls. That might be a tentative title. They might change it. Who knows? But that might be what we as Bleach fans have been waiting for. And honestly, this is a good time. I've been saying this. I literally talked to my friend earlier today, at like an hour or two before this news came out, that I was saying, hey man, look, I think it's a perfect time for Bleach to get a game because the Thousand Year Blood War anime is happening. Where like everyone's talking about it, at least when it's airing, and it'll come back. It'll be people talking about it again. Burn the Witch. You also had the Bleach one shot that covered the Hell stuff, and we might even get a continuation of that, where we had the adult versions of all these characters. So Bleach is in a great spot right now to have a game that comes out, sells well, hopefully, and gets people everywhere. So obviously we have Brave Souls, and the next thing that's coming out is the Soul Resonance game, for the mobile phone. Honestly, it looks cool. I like the artwork. I like the animation that we get here for some of these. Like the actual like in-game like stuff looks really cool for a mobile game. But personally, I was still thinking like I was hoping this isn't what we were only getting for Bleach, because as much as I like, and it's also cool to see like the updated artwork for the OG stuff. But you see this game, right? This game looks pretty cool for a mobile game. I personally, if this came out for consoles, I would probably be really disappointed. But, this is actually really cool for a mobile game. But I didn't want only this, right? So I was hoping at some point we'd get a proper, full, game Shonen Games also mentions here, so they don't know anything, but it's well documented that CC2 have been dying to make a Bleach game for a while now. There's videos of Hiroshi Matsuyama saying this publicly. It'll be interesting to see who the developers are for this Bleach game when it's eventually announced. That is a great point. And honestly, a lot of fans have been asking CC2. I mean, CC2, when, if y'all don't know, when Storm, like 2, 3, like when they were on their hot shit, on their hot streak, like they were untouchable. Everyone wanted them to make every single anime game ever. So a Bleach game, boom, CC2 should make it. You know, it's kind of like Arc Sys right now, where people are like, a fighting game for any, you know, for Naruto, for Bleach, for One Piece. Ooh, get Arc Sys, get them to make a Naruto Fighters, a Bleach Fighters, or whatever, right? So Bleach itself, though, I don't know what to expect from this, to be honest. I'm hoping it's a great title. I don't know what type of game I personally would want this to be. Maybe I'll lean towards a more action RPG story-based type of game with obviously maybe a multiplayer, like arena fighter type of thing, kind of like Storm 2 and 3. I know I literally am just talking about Storm, but you know, the action RPG element I'm talking about is kind of like if they, even though, you know, Kakarot's not the best RPG game out there, I feel like something akin to that where you can kind of explore the world and stuff like that, and maybe just add this, you know, the multiplayer aspect to it as well, because I feel like Bleach could really fit a, you know, 3D arena fighter type of thing, because, you know, all the powers, all the flying, all the stuff like that. You know, it'd be pretty cool to see all those type of things. Obviously, it could fit a normal 2.5D fighter as well. If it's a fighting game, I wouldn't be opposed to it. I just think Bleach has so much potential to get something really, really cool. They have such cool character designs, such a cool story, so many like just cool moves in there too. We got, you know, we all love the Espada. We all got our favorite, you know, everyone, like, you know, people like Ukiura, like Grimjow and stuff like that. But I would like a game that would cover, a proper game that would cover the beginning of Bleach all the way to the end of Thousand Year Blood War. Or if they want to make a one game that covers half of the story that maybe ends at Aizen, and the next one does like Fullbring or whatever, maybe. But I feel like that'd be too short of a game, maybe. But I don't know. Let me know what you all think, and let me know what you all want for Bleach in the comment section down below. Again, this gets me really excited. I hope that we get something really cool out of it, and hope that the game itself is real, and that we get an announcement soon with a, obviously it'll probably be like just like a teaser trailer, like the first, you know, Sparking Zero trailer. So let's wait and see. Let me know what you all think about this in the comment section down below, and I'll see you all in the next one.